So I think I want to start the week off with a sun-kissed. Gotta have some good, I don't even know what I was about to say. Let's just get to work. Where am I gonna start? All right, so last week I made this patch panel to go right here. So by the end of this video, I want that welded in, I want this area here repaired, and I want that hole welded in the outside of the skin. That's my goal for this video, so we might as well get going. Wow, there's a bunch of junk falling out of there. I've been stirring up some serious rust. It's all falling out. Right here. Let's weld up this hole. So as I've already stated in my previous videos, this was originally a trunk lid, but somebody converted this to a rumble lid sometime in the past. So I have this original hole here. This is the one I'll be using, and somebody added this hole right here when they converted it to a rumble lid. So I have two latch handle holes. So I'm going to weld that one up. Well, that disc is not cutting at all. Let me change to a different grinder. If I can get this nut started, we're going to do this finally. All right. Well, we got a lot of body filler to deal with. It is thick, making a mess in the shop. So, take it outside. Well, it's hard enough to keep the shop clean already without making unnecessary messes. So if you don't make the mess, you don't have to clean it up. That's why I blew all that dust outside. So normally in the body shop, I'll use a 36 or a 40 grit grinding disc to take off body filler and primer and paint. But that flap disc did a pretty good job. I didn't have a grinding disc here to do that with, so I just tried that flap disc, and you can see it really didn't get very aggressive with it. Didn't take a whole lot of metal off, so I'm pretty pleased with the way that worked. It was pretty fast and easy, but I don't know why they got all this body filler on here. This area feels pretty straight around this hole, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm going to uncover when I take all this off, but I just want to press on, get this hole welded up first, Then I'll come back and strip all that off later. All right, so I'm gonna use a piece I cut off earlier to make a patch, so we can get this done as quickly as possible. All right, let's cut that out. All right, let's try that out. Oh, that's perfect. What in the world is happening? I don't know, guys, do magnets have an effect on TIG welding? That's the only thing that I can think of is going on here. So I'm going to take the magnet off and see if that helps. I bet it will. I bet that was the problem. All right, let me grind that down now. Oh yeah, it's looking good. All right, guys, there it is. It looks pretty good. Everything's nice and level. I got it hammered out pretty flat. You can still see a little bit of the weld. I mean, it's not 100% perfectly hidden to where you can't see the repair, but it's plenty good enough. This whole area's got to have body filler put back over it anyway, so it's not going to matter. So we're moving on to something else. So I think what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and put this patch panel right here in. Right there. All right, that patch ought to work. No ground. All right, so I got that little patch done. Now it's time to check, see how this fits. All right, let's check it out. So I got that patch welded in right there. I got this patch ready to go. It's ready to weld. But I think what I need to do before I weld that patch in is I need to go ahead and fix this lip right here. They flattened that out. It's supposed to be bent down in there, like this area here. It's supposed to be bent down. But they flattened it out so that they could get the latch up in there when they converted that to a rumble lid. So I want to try to repair that, because I'll probably need this off out of the way to be able to get in there to work on it. So that's what I'm going to do now. All right, so I've been putting quite a bit of thought into this, how to go about fixing that. And I don't think I want to put a patch in there. That's just going to be too much work. I will do that if I have to do that. But I think my first option is to try to make a tool that will bend this lip down like it's supposed to be. The metal's still there, they just hammered it flat. So all I got to do is bend it back down. And if I can get a tool made to do the job with, it'll be a whole lot easier than trying to weld a patch in. So let's see if we can build up a tool for that. No way. Huh. I got it perfect the first try. Can't beat that. All right, so now let me show you how my little tool's gonna work. All right, so here's a scrap piece that I've got that's got that lip on it. What I'm gonna do is flatten it out exactly the way they did on my trunk over there. Just gonna flatten it out. Should be close enough. Close enough. All right. Now the little tool I built, just gonna stick it over the edge. I think I need to go this way. And just start bending until I bend that lip back up. And it's gonna take some patience. I'm not gonna try to get this piece perfect, because this is just a test piece to make sure it's gonna work. Yeah, I can already tell it's gonna work fine. Like I said, not trying to get this piece perfect, just trying to see if it's gonna even remotely stand a chance of working. And it does. See? Bent the lip back. So it doesn't have to be perfect on the trunk either. This is just gonna save me from having to weld in a patch panel. So let's give it a whirl, see how it works. If it works good, I'll leave it. If not, I can always cut it out and put a patch panel in it. Doesn't really matter. All right, so let's give it a try, see how it's gonna work. All right, it's doing pretty well, so I'm gonna just keep at it till I get it. So I'm gonna put you guys on fast forward. I'm gonna be here for a while. That tool right there, just a piece of flat metal with a groove cut in it, did this. Wow. Let's look at that from another angle. That's like perfect, like it never was even bent. Wow, that's amazing. Well guys, I even surprised myself on that one. I cannot believe how good that looks. So glad I came up with that idea, because that just saved me a lot of work. Could not be more happy with the way that turned out. So now to get this whole area right here done, I just got to get this patch welded in. I got a dent there that needs to be fixed. And then this whole area right here will be done. All right. All right, that's it, guys. Let me bring you in and show you how it looks. All right, so there it is. I'm pretty happy. For the most part, it looks pretty good. It'll definitely get the job done. I mean, I could dolly this out some more, but I got to get something to get up in here with. I tried everything I had, and I can't really get up in there. I don't have any small dollies that'll fit in there. So I'm gonna hunt something and get in there and dolly that out a little bit more. But you know what, if I didn't do anything else to it, that's still good enough. There's no holes in it. These are just rust pits because I used a piece of metal out of that other trunk. So, you know, there's no way to get around having to have filler on there. So there you go. This is done. The outside's done. It's straightened in here. Got all that done. So happy with that. And of course, we got that over there done last week. This area here looks pretty good. So I guess that means in the next video, we've got to get in here and get these holes welded up. And these holes here, get those done. And that's going to leave us with nothing left to do but this right here area pretty soon. So I can see light at the end of the tunnel. This whole trunk project's coming along pretty nicely. Not perfect, but hey, consider what I'm working with. Consider what I'm working with. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, it's Saturday evening. The video goes out in the morning. I just got finished editing this video, and of course everything but the ending right here. And I realized I didn't even record an ending to the video. So, guys, it's been a long and hard, hot week. It took a lot longer to get that work done than what you might think. I've been working on this all week long. Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night went to church, worked on it Thursday night, worked on it Friday night. So it's been quite a tough week. It's like 100 degrees in the shop where I work every day. So we're sitting out there in this brutal heat all day long in the body shop, like 95 to 98 degrees most of the time. And then out in the paint booth, if I had to paint a vehicle, it's like 105 in there in the booth. So it's tough to work in that all day and come home and work on this stuff in the evenings. And I come out here in the shop when I get home, and it's 85 in the shop after I've been working in the like 100 degree temperatures all day. So it's been tough, and lately just several weeks in a row of this, I'm telling you, it'll drain you. So you guys stay cool, don't get too hot. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm really happy with the progress on the trunk, really happy. It's gonna be a few more videos on this, but I think it's gonna be worth it in the end. This old trunk's gonna turn out pretty nice. So just another piece of the puzzle for this old rusty car, putting it back together. And you know, someday I hope to be able to get a nice car, like a really nice body that doesn't have all this rust. That would be a dream. See you guys in the next one.